Hey YouTube, Peterbilt Knife Guy, and happy Blade Friday. Today's Blade Friday is going to be on the Kershaw Husker. I was walking through Walmart today, and I seen this, and I was like, you know what? For 20 bucks, why the hell not? Look on the back here, see the specs. It's a 8CR13 MOV steel, so you know it's fantastic. Frame lock, stainless steel handle, pocket clip, reversible. Here's your dimensions. And I already opened it. I was actually carrying it all day today. Yeah, they had a bunch of Kershaw knives at my local Walmart. And I figured, you know what? I hate Kershaw, but for $20, I like 20 bucks. That's not bad. Wasn't a fan at first. When I first got it, you'd hit the flipper and it didn't want to pop out. I hate frame locks. I don't care if you do titanium and G10 or space moon rock or whatever the hell else. I hate frame locks. I hate liner locks. That's just a personal opinion of mine. My big pudgy fingers have a hard time pushing it over. There is no jimping or knurling or anything on this, so it's like if your hands are a little greasy, it has a very strong spring, you're never getting this closed. You would literally have to push it over with your thumb or something like that. Speaking of jimping though, the jimping on the back is actually pretty good. It's not sharp, but and it's directional, so you slide back, but as soon as you push, it locks in. Has a little bit of, I don't know if you even call that jimping underneath right here. But yeah, reversible, has a weird construction though, and I kind of want to take it apart to see what makes it function, because they put a lot of engineering into this $20 knife. Let's see if you can even see. Oh, keep hitting the freaking camera. In there, it is never gonna focus. There's a plate in there that runs the length of it for, I'm assuming, the spring. And then there's this one right here that is to keep this lock from overextending. There's a lip back there that hits up against this. So I don't know, for a $20 knife, a lot of engineering went behind it, a lot of machining. I do think it looks cool. I'm not gonna lie. It does have like a falsely sharpened back here. But the main reason I got it was because the blade shape. It is a slightly more curved version, in my opinion, of my Benchmade Osborne. Similar dimensions. They're about the same thickness, about the same length. This one does weigh a ton more because of the metal. This one's G10 with metal liners. This one's just all metal. But yeah, I love this lock. This is the best lock ever, in my opinion. Once you learn how to use it, it's fantastic. You can flip the knife open without even touching the blade. But yeah, back to the blades. Very similar. They both kind of have a falsely sharpened back. They both have this kind of like modified tanto thing. This is a hollow grind. This is a flat grind. But what they didn't do right is the tip, in my opinion. If you look at it, Benchmade's very thick for the knife. You're not breaking that. This guy, it just comes down to just nothing. And I imagine any kind of hard use, this tip will break off. Also, their location for their pin right here. There's a pin right here. If you can see if I move, that when you lock the knife, keeps it from going in any further, but it also is what keeps it from going out. So they had to, is it ever gonna show up on camera? I'm not sure. Basically, this pin right here goes up inside and is located about right here. So there's not much holding that knife blade, in my opinion, because it's got to be hollowed out all the way through here, which I'm not a fan of, because this one, it's a solid tang. you know, not a tang, but it's a solid blade back to the pivot. This one's not. I don't know. It's a pocket knife. I know that, but I like to trust my pocket knives. And I don't know if I would trust this one completely, but this is day one, and we'll find out. I'll let you guys know if I break it. I actually did carry it all day. It does get sharp. It came decently sharp out of the box. I still had to strop it with some compound. And I cut a toilet paper tube, and it lost its hair-popping sharp. I've already stropped it again since then, but I mean, I cut a toilet paper tube 2 times, and it was no longer hair-popping sharp. So that's a bummer. I know it's crappy steel. I know it's only $20, but I mean, seriously, 2 pieces of cardboard, lose your hair popping sharp. A lot of people like this ACR 13 MOV. I'm not a fan of most things that come from China. It is made in China, by the way. So yeah, that's my newest addition. I did buy another knife also, which I will be doing a review on tomorrow. Let me see if I can grab it. Yeah, how about this this piece of crap. I don't know why. It was like $19. I couldn't not buy it. Haven't opened it yet. We'll compare it to something else. This is it compared to the Ontario SB6. But yeah, tomorrow's review and tomorrow's toilet paper tube cutting. But so that's my initial impressions of the Kershaw Husker. Stupidest name ever, too. Come on, Kershaw. I don't know why people like that company so much. I personally am not a big fan of Kershaw. I think they do a lot of gimmicky stuff, but here I am buying one and supporting them, so we'll see. It might end up in my kids' collection. Well, anyways, happy Blade Friday. Have a beer. And until the next time.